Hey there everyone, welcome again to Indian Story Read Along. Today's story is from a Tinkle Fortnightly issue that is from, I think, June 1988. There is a contest on the back, and that's the only date that's on this entire thing. I don't even have a cover on this book. It's so old, I think the cover fell off a long time ago. 1988, I was like 5 or something. So, the Princely Beggar, this is called the Princely Beggar. And this is actually from back in the olden days when there were princes. So, you'll see some modern things, like people are wearing shirts and pants the way that they did after British colonization and the invasion of India. So they are wearing sort of Western clothes now and then, but they also had princes. So this might be like somewhere in the 19th or 20th century, I think. It's not only when princes and kings ruled all of India. Okay, so it's called the Princely Beggar. Once there lived 3 brothers. So the oldest brother there in the yellow shirt says, "Have you heard? The prince is coming to our town today. Let's go and see him." And then the middle brother says, in the red shirt, "Yes, let's. Let us. We'll wait on Main Street. The prince's elephant will pass that way." The oldest brother says, "We might even get to talk to him." And the middle brother says, "Or at least shake hands with him." So there you see the littlest brother in the green shirt, and he's just watching his 2 older brothers discuss their plans. Finally, he speaks up and he says, "Please, may I go with you, brothers?" The oldest one says, "No, you are too small. Besides, you don't have any good clothes." You know what? I'm thinking like, it looks like it's just the 3 of them. It doesn't look like their parents are around. So if he doesn't have any good clothes, it's actually the fault of the oldest and middle brothers, because it's their responsibility to give him good clothes, and they didn't. So, but then the little one says, "But I would love to see the prince." And then the oldest one is like, "Well, you're not going to see the prince. It's a long trip by bus, and we aren't going to pay for you." Oh, so this is sort of in modern times, but the princes, they still have princes, but they also have buses. So, okay. Then they are walking outside, and then the middle brother says, "I have heard that the prince sometimes mingles with the people dressed as a common man." And the oldest one says, "Yes, some of his friends are common people. It would be so nice if he would include us among them." So then the little brother is waiting, and he's kind of listening to all of this, and they told him basically, "Look, you're not coming with us, you stay home." What do you think he's going to do? So he's standing there at home and he's thinking, "Oh, how I wish I had nice clothes like my brothers. How I wish I had enough money to go by bus. I only have 1 anna with me." This was old enough back in the day that it says at the bottom, I'll show you later, 1 anna is equivalent to 6 paisa. So like 6 cents, I think. And that's not very much even back then for bus fare. But then he doesn't let that stop him. He just walks out of the house, leaves that door open, and he says, "But I am going to see the prince. I'll wait till my brothers have gone, and then I'll go by the next bus, as far as my 1 anna will take me. Then I shall walk the remaining distance." So that's a plan. He's just going to go as far as he can and then walk. Who knows how long that walk will be, though. Meanwhile, the 2 older brothers are already in town. And they see a man at the side of the road, and the man is saying to them, help me, kind sirs. For the love of God, help me. I am dying of hunger and thirst." And the oldest brother in the yellow shirt says, "Don't bother us. We have nothing to give you." Sometime later, the little boy, the youngest brother, is walking along that same route. And then the beggar says to him too, help me, young boy, I'm dying of hunger and thirst. And then the little boy does what? I think he was actually on his way to the bus, because look, he has the coin in his hand. He didn't get on the bus yet, so he still has his 1 anna. So then he says, oh, you poor man, here, take this. It's the only coin I have. I wanted to go by bus to see the prince, but you take it. Isn't that something? He has one thing and he gives it away. That's like unbelievable kindness. So you see at the bottom there, it says 1 anna is equivalent to 6 paisas of today's paisas. So then the beggar says, did you say you were going to see the prince? And then the little boy says, yes, but it doesn't matter. I can walk. You need the money more than I do. That's like, so many people have so much and they don't give any of it away. Nothing. Like they don't even need most of their money. Like billionaires, they don't need most of that. They could lose most of their money and still have a very rich life. This kid has 1 coin and he gives it away, realizing someone else needs it more than he does. So then the little boy says, even if I don't see the prince, my brothers will tell me all about him. It just kind of adjusts. And then the beggar says, were those men who passed by just now your brothers? And he says, yes. And the beggar says, and they are going to see the prince? He's laughing. The little boy says, why do you laugh? And then the beggar says, plot twist, because I am the prince, and they would not even talk to me. What? Next panel, he throws off his shabby old robes, and he has all these amazing princely garments underneath. And the little boy says, oh, prince, I can't tell you how glad I am to see you. And then the prince says, how would you like to ride in the procession with me? The little boy says, I'd like it very much. Like, who wouldn't like it very much? He's up there on the elephant with him. Later, look down there, the brothers in the yellow shirt and the red shirt are watching, and they said, I can't believe it. That's our brother riding with the prince. It was a thrilling day for the boy, but a gloomy one for his mean and selfish brothers. I love it. I love these stories that not only do they have like the nice person winning at the end, but they also have a plot twist in there. Did you guys see that happening? Did you see that coming? That the prince with the beggar was actually that prince? That was awesome. I loved it. I knew they put the beggar in there for a reason, but when I read this for the first time, I did not imagine he was the prince. But they did say in the beginning, the brothers did say in the beginning somewhere there, let's go back and look that. He says, oh, he does this all the time. I have heard sometimes the prince mingles with common people dressed as a common man. Oh, so I love that. They put that little clue in there as well. Anyway, if you like the story, join us again for another story on Indian Story Read Along. And if you like the story, then subscribe to this channel so you know whenever we upload something else. All right, see you soon.